Hey everybody, so today we're going to be working on our legs to get ourselves warmed up. So first off, I'm going to turn my body sideways so you can see the different chambers that I'm using for these different kicks. Today we're going to be doing our front kick, roundhouse, side kick, and hook kick, all for this warm up. I'm going to put my hands up like so, and I'm going to do my front kick chamber. I'm going to have my foot prepared to kick. My leg is up, vertical, and I'll put it right back down. Notice how I'm coming up with speed, holding it, and then bringing it right back down as quickly as I can. The speed that we're going to be using is going to be for the different parts of our kick, not just for putting our foot up and down. All right? So, that was our front kick chamber. We also have a roundhouse chamber. I'll turn face aside, I'll pick up my leg, and I'll put it down. Side kick chamber. Shoulder, hip, and heel all aligned. And finally, for the hook kick, it's just like our side kick, so it's not going to look any different. We're just going to bring it up and bring it down. The main change when we do this next part is going to be transferring our leg from this vertical chamber to our horizontal chamber. And that would be the next drill. But first, let's get into this. We have our hands up, and we're just going to work the chambers with our right leg 10 times. Front kick, roundhouse, side kick, hook kick. Again, you're going to do that 10 times with the right, 10 times with the left. It's going to seem a little redundant, but it's really going to build it's going to burn the necessary muscles that we're going to be using for when we start doing the kicks. So now, let's do the kicks. I'm going to start off with my front kick, roundhouse, side kick, hook kick. Front kick, roundhouse, side kick, and hook kick. Now, we're going to do this 25 times on each leg. Let's do a couple of them together. Front, round, side, hook. Front, round, side, hook. All right, now let's get into a little bit of our stretching. So, I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to step back, I'm going to let both of them be straight, as if I was had a cast on both legs, had a very unfortunate accident. And I'm going to swing this leg up, come right back down. Swing it up, and come right back down. And just as my arm is swinging, very fluid, keep your body loose, stay relaxed. Can't stretch a tight muscle. Put your hands up, you're going to swing the right leg in between, and let it come right back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep your back straight, 3, 2, and 1. And again, make sure that there's no furniture, light fixtures that could get hit while you're doing your workout. So now that we got our legs warm, now we're going to work on our balance a couple different ways. First off was transferring our leg from this this vertical chamber to our horizontal chamber. Now this may seem very simple, very easy, but there's a little trick to this, and it has to deal with your base leg. This leg, when I'm doing this kick, isn't all the way straight, and it's not all the way bent. My goal is to have my center of balance, where normally it's at my hips. I'm going to lower my center of gravity by bending my knees slightly. Did you guys see that? Right, I'm here, I'm going to bend my knees slightly, and now I'm not going to worry too much about my hips being the place for balance, but more so the knees. This will make a little more sense when you try it with me here. Stand on one leg, put your arms out, just like this. Be as straight as you possibly can, and see how long you can actually hold it. Now, if you're watching me, you'll see me teetering and tottering because I have a higher center of gravity here. Now, let's get to the challenge. We're gonna take our leg, and the leg that we were balancing on, we're gonna bend it slightly. So I'm up straight, I'm straight, I'm gonna bend this slightly. Now, you'll see that sometimes you'll see my knees shaking, but my head, my arms, the rest of my body is gonna be stable. Because what I just did, instead of trying to balance way up here, I'm balancing way down there, where you won't have to worry too much about where your rest of your body's going. You know, I can play around with where I'm standing just because I have the focus on that knee. All right, have some fun with that, guys. Let me know how you guys do. All right, guys, so now that you're done with the workout, or that warm-up, I want to make sure that we're all stretched out. When we're doing our kicks, we're going to focus a lot of our focus on our hamstrings, our quads, and our hip adductors. So let's get started. Back straight, stay straight, and we're going to hang down, touch the toes. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly come back up. We're going to widen the legs a little bit wider than the shoulders, and we're going to reach back down. Again, we're going to be targeting the hamstrings, but by opening up our legs, we're going to slightly change the stretch. Hang back down. And count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it up. Now you may need a partner for this, or a chair, something to hold on to, or you can work on your balance. We're going to keep the back straight. I'm going to pick up one leg, keeping my knee pointed towards the ground. I'm going to grab my ankle or the front of my foot if I can, and this is where we're going to be working that balance again. So if you remember from the last video, bend that base leg to keep your balance a little bit better, or if you want to challenge, straighten it out. We're going to pull that leg towards our body, keep the back straight, and put it down. Make sure you work on both legs, guys. Work that balance and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. I highly recommend repeating that exercise, the breathing one. Next up, we're going to challenge you guys a little bit. I'm going to keep this leg in my hand, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to reach forwards and simply touch my toes, and I'll bring it right back up. That easy. Grab the foot, hand out, and reach, 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 touch. Come back, come back, come back, come back. All right, everybody, let me know how many touches you guys can make. Do it on both legs. You'll get a nice stretch from your hamstrings, your quads, and it'll be a little fun. This month is April, and this is the third month of our cycle where we're going to be talking about our black belt character as well as speed for our quality of a champion. There was once a man in New York City who was selling balloons. And as business got slow, he decided to fill up one of the balloons and let it go. And while he was doing this, he was at a park, so this was a great opportunity for the kids to see the balloon flying and then come over to his booth. As time progressed, he filled up a red balloon and let it go. A little while later, a white balloon, then a yellow one, and then a blue one. After some time, a little boy went up to the balloon salesman and asked him, "Sir, if you filled up a black balloon, would it still go up?" The man looked at the boy and kindly said, "It's not the color of the balloon that makes this balloon go up or not. It's what's on the inside that matters." So this lesson is teaching us, guys, that no matter your physical appearance, whether you're tall, short, skinny, long, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to live your life and the attitudes that you bring along with yourself. So meditate on that, everyone, and have a great rest of your April. So in this video, I'm going to be covering some of the harder parts of long form 1, long form 2, as well as long form 4 for some of us. So if you're on long form 1 and you had just finished the isolations, you just did your downward blocks, so now you're approaching the final isolation of this form. We're going to take our left leg, we're going to bring it up as we do an inward downward block. Going past my knot of my belt, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. One more time. Now we're going to do something like a hammer fist. It's going to come down, but this is going to be our inward downward block again, but with our palm up. Next up will be push down blocks. Keep the elbow protruding out to have a bracing angle. 2 punches to 12 o'clock. 2 punches to the corners. I would call this 10 and 2. 2 punches to the sides, 9 and 3. And then 3 punches in front of you. One to the gut, 1 to the solar plexus, and 1 to the chin. Next up would be long form 2. Long form 2, there's a portion of our form right after we have done our claw back fist, and now we're facing the back left corner, the back right corner. This would be 4 o'clock. I'm going to do this facing you guys, however. It begins with 2 downward blocks, minor and major, a hook punch, reverse punch with a forward bow. You're going to snap a right leg snap kick, and our left hand is going to snap a punch. Right hand lands with that last strike. Let's do it in another direction. Down, hook, punch, kick punch, snap. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that, and stay tuned for the next video for long form 4. All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be covering circles of protection for long form 4. For those of you black belts that are in this path already, or if you're about to see this, this is a great technique to work, because if you haven't seen it yet, it's going to be coming along in your form very soon. So the attack is an overhead strike coming towards your one and only computer. We're going to stop that in its tracks. I'm going to have this attack coming from the corner so you guys can really see what I'm doing here as far as my stances and my hand motions too. So I'm going to stop that instantly with our block here. I'm then going to use my left hand. I'm going to shoot this as a chopping palm heel going underneath the throat, underneath the face. This is going to get the other person to lean back for us, and that's going to help to give us the next target. From here, that's going to bring the face back to me. I unload without standing up. Can you guys see that? Once again, I'm going 1, forward bow. 2 to my guard stance. I get a little deeper. 3, 4. All right? From another angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, everybody, I hope that helped. Let me know how you guys do.